Hey there, this is John Lexo from Prositetutorials, and in this video I'm going to explain how you can do a backup of your WordPress website. For this I'm going to install a plugin called Updraftplus, and this plugin is really good because one, you can automatically schedule when you want to receive your backup files, and you can even redirect them to whatever place you want. For example, if you want to receive your backup files into your email inbox, then you can use this plugin for that purpose. The second reason you want to use this plugin is because you never know when some kind of problem may happen. For example, your web host loses all of the information from your website. They have some kind of issue in their servers or something like that. At least by having this plugin installed and making backups in a daily or weekly basis, you can easily recover all of the information in your website. Okay, so let's get started. For you to install this plugin, you need to go first to your WordPress dashboard, and the second thing that you need to do is go to the plugins section, and you can press Add New over here. And then the third thing that you want to do is search for Updraftplus. So it should be the first option that appears in this listing. You can click on more details if you want to get more information about this plugin before you decide if you actually want to install it or not. But I already tried other plugins that are similar to this one, and I found that Updraftplus seems to be the one that offers the best features when it comes to this. So this is the information. You can see that it has a 5-star rating, and that's exactly what I mean. This seems to be one of the best plugins for backup, to make a backup of your WordPress website. Now you just press Install Now, and in the next page, you just need to activate this plugin in your website so you can start using it. So you can see that once you have this installed, it appears over here on the overall plugin section. And now you want to go to Settings so you can start configuring the options that comes with this plugin. In the current status tab, you have a few options to choose from. If you want, for example, to immediately make a backup of your website, you can choose this first option, Backup Now. If for some reason you deleted something that you didn't want in your website, you can use the Restore option to restore the information in your website. And then you have Clone and Migrate. Clone and Migrate allows you to basically make a copy-paste of your website to a new location. For example, if you want to pass your website to a new web host provider, then you can use this option. However, for you to use this option, you actually need to pay. And in my case, I need to pay 27 euros and something to use their migrator service. And I must remind you that when it comes to WordPress, you actually have several plugins that allow you to do this freely. And even inside of your web host provider, you have an option to migrate your website to a new web host provider. So you really don't need to pay this for you to be able to do this. Okay, so these are the three first options, and then below you can see some information, and this information you can see because I already used this plugin in my website and I already made a backup previously. So this is the date of when I did my last backup of my website. And also you can click on this link so you can get more information about your backup. Sure, this is not exactly that important, and since I don't have any kind of backup, you cannot see any information over here. So I'm actually going to do a backup of my website now just by clicking on this first button. So once I click on this first button, you have two options to check, and I recommend for you to check these first two options. Include the database in the backup. The database is really the most crucial information that you have inside of your website. This includes all of the written information in your posts, in your pages, and it's something that you should really make a backup. Include any files in the backup. This includes the plugins installed in your website, also the theme, the images, So this is something that you also want to check. And then you just press backup now so you can do an immediate backup. And you will see this bar filling up until the backup is complete. And once I click on this link, now you will be able to see all of the information belonging to my backup. So this is not something that exciting that you probably want to see. Anyway, once I get to existing backup, you can see that now I have one. This is the backup that I just did. And for example, if I want to restore the information in my website, I just need to press this button, restore, and I can check all of the options that I want to restore. For example, the plugins, themes, uploads, others, and database. And then I just need to press the restore button to make the restoration of my website. But I don't want to do this for my website. And if you want to delete it, you just press this option, delete, and this allows you to delete your backup. Okay, so now let's get to the settings. Settings is one of the most important sections inside of Updraftplus because it allows you to schedule automatically when you want to receive your backup files and also where you want to receive them. File backup schedule, you probably have at the moment manual. And I mean, if you are using this plugin, you certainly don't want to set this for manual. But you can choose other options every 4 hours. This means that in every single 4 hours, your website will be backed up. And when you decide to receive your backup files, really depends on you and the amount of content that you publish in a daily basis to your website. In my case, for Prositetutorials, I have daily. And also you can choose the amount of files that you want to retain. So you may have 2 or 3 if you want, but in my case, I just need 1. And once again, files is the plugins, the images that you have in your website. Database, backup schedule. Once again, you can also choose every 4 hours. Same options as you saw previously. And I'm just going to choose daily. And once again, I'm just going to leave it with 1 file. Choose your remote storage. Over here you have several services. This is where you want to receive your backup files. You can choose to receive your backup files to your email inbox if you want by choosing this last option, I mean. But you also have other options. The one that I prefer to use is Dropbox. So you actually need to choose Dropbox, and Dropbox is a website. Once you register an account with Dropbox, they provide some space in their servers where you can store any kind of information that you want. So I recommend for you to use this first option. And once you select it, you actually need to authenticate with Dropbox. But the first thing that you really want to do is simply save changes. So these changes don't actually go back to what they were previously. So just save them. And now just go over here, authenticate with Dropbox. I already did this previously, but you would need to click on this link. Then you are redirected to their website where you need to register an account with them. So you will certainly not see this window. You will see another one where you need to register an account with them, fill all of the required information, and get an account with Dropbox so you can start using their service. I'm just going to press allow so I can connect Dropbox to my Updraftplus plugin. You can see that I go back over here to the first tab, and I'm going once again to settings, and you can see that success, you have authenticated your Dropbox account. So this is connected and it's set up. Now you can go below and you can include in files and backups. This allows you to choose if you want to include as your backup your plugins, your themes, your uploads, and if you uncheck one, then that file won't be included. Database encryption phrase, you actually need to have the premium Updraftplus to use this. This allows you to encrypt your backup files, so you will have a bit more safety. then you can manually decrypt by using this link that you can see below. And email, you can check this option if you want to receive a notification to your email inbox each time that your backups are done. This might be quite important, and the email that you can see over here is the email that you probably used when you first installed WordPress into your website. Okay, so you have over here expert settings. This is really not that important. You have a few extra options that you may want to read carefully and see if you want, but it's not that important. The options that I just explained are the most important ones that you need to set up, and this is really one of the reasons why Updraftplus is so good. It's because it's so easy for you to set up and start immediately using it. So once you have everything set up, you just need to press Save Changes. And that is basically all that you need to do when it comes to Updraftplus. And it's something that you initially set up, and basically later on you just forget about it, and it's constantly doing the backups of your website automatically. So that is all for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe so you can receive my weekly video updates where I talk about WordPress, about SEO, and a lot more. So stay there, stay tuned with Prositetutorials, and bye.